There are moments in music when the whole world seems to stop and ask itself, did we just witness a new historical milestone? And today, Taylor Swift once again created exactly that moment. With a move that was unexpected, yet incredibly thoughtful, Taylor released the trailer for Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour, The Final Show, on Disney+. A grand farewell to the highest-grossing music tour in history, a journey millions of people are still not ready to say goodbye to. But what moved the fans even more wasn't the stage lights or the cinematic shots in the trailer. It was Taylor's words from the final Vancouver night. I want to thank every one of you for being part of the most fun chapter of my life so far. A sentence that feels like both a tribute and a gentle closing of an era. What lies behind this trailer is even more revealing. The aerial flycam rigs, the massive camera setups, the blocked-off floor sections for the crew, all hinting that Taylor had been preparing something bigger long before anyone noticed. And when fans discovered the release date was set for 12/12, aligning perfectly with the 12th era Taylor is stepping into, nothing felt like coincidence anymore. It became a statement, a milestone, a message that the journey isn't ending, it's merely opening into its next chapter. How did you feel watching this trailer? Tell me in the comments. When the trailer for The Eras Tour, The Final Show, appeared on screen, the first impression wasn't just the music. It was the feeling of witnessing a finale crafted so carefully, so beautifully, so unmistakably Taylor Swift. This isn't just a concert film. It is an emotional snapshot of the final night of a tour that grossed over $2 billion and drew more than 10 million fans worldwide. Numbers Taylor herself once said she never dared to dream of when she first drafted the idea 2 years earlier. Vancouver, a city often described as quiet and gentle, became the place where Taylor closed a monumental chapter and simultaneously opened a new creative space, the life of a showgirl era, her 12th era, filled with nighttime lights and deeply backstage emotions. The release date, December 12th, isn't just aesthetically pleasing. It's symbolic. Taylor completed the full circle of her musical eras and stepped into a new one by honoring every moment that came before. The Tortured Poets Department, the film's essential piece. Perhaps what excites fans the most is that the film will include the full Tortured Poets Department set, the newest album integrated into the tour after its release. If the first Eras Tour film on Disney Plus felt like a retrospective album, then the final show feels like a declaration. This is me, the newest songs, the truest voice, the emotions I've never told before. From the trailer alone, you can see wider angles, sweeping stadium shots, and frames that finally allow viewers to feel the magnitude they once only heard about. It is also a direct response to earlier criticism. The first film's close-up heavy approach lost the full picture of the Eras Tour. This time, Taylor makes sure that doesn't happen again. 2. The 3 Vancouver acoustic nights, when memories become music. If the Eras Tour is a musical memoir, then the 3 private diary chapters, written only for those lucky enough to be there, the 3 acoustic nights in Vancouver are 3 private diary chapters. Each night she chose 2 mashups, and fans immediately understood. This is how Taylor speaks to them, not in words, but in music. On December 6th, Haunted blended into Wonderland. Then, the tenderness of Never Grow Up touched the nostalgia of The Best Day. On December 7th, I Love You, I'm Sorry, Last Kiss, with Gracie Abrams moved the entire stadium before she unexpectedly shifted to Tortured Poets Department, Maroon. On December 8th, the most important night featured A Place in This World, New Romantics, and a mashup so long that Andrea Swift herself whispered, "That's complicated." These mashups aren't just technique, they are stories, threads weaving past, present, and future, a way for Taylor to connect with listeners through a sincerity that feels almost impossible to name. 3. The 6-episode docuseries, Where the Truth Unfolds. The film is only half of December 12. The other half, a 6-episode docuseries, is what truly sent the Swiftie community into a frenzy. In the trailer, Taylor says, "I want to serve the fans as much as I possibly can." And you can feel that through every frame. This docuseries isn't just about music. It's about the preparation, from the physical training needed to run for 3 hours every night to the 30 to 40-second costume changes. One striking scene shows Taylor sprinting backstage after the Tortured Poets section, breathless as she removes her cape, rushing into the Midnight's corset. Behind the glamour is sweat, pressure, and absolute discipline. What moves fans even more is the presence of her mother, Andrea Swift, and her fiancé, Travis Kelce. Andrea rarely speaks publicly, but here she says something beautiful. It brings her so much joy. And Travis, in a playful phone call, jokes, "You've got teammates, I've got teammates. You've got Coach Reed, I've got my mom." It shows a version of Taylor who is not just working at the peak of her career, but also living in a rare moment of balance. Another highlight, dancer Wiley Yoshimura's heartfelt comment, "I've never seen a boss so passionate about her work." This isn't just a superstar. This is a woman who uses her whole heart to connect 70,000 people every night. 4. Why is the final show so important? Because it is not simply the last night of a tour. It is gratitude. It is a soft goodbye. It is a greeting to a new era. The first Eras Tour film was already legendary, but the final show, with its wider angles, fuller sound, and emotions drawn from the final moments, may become the more unforgettable version. It shows that Taylor doesn't just want to close a show. She wants to document a moment in her life, one where she stands at the peak, yet remains profoundly sincere. When we look back at the entire Eras Tour and then watch the final show trailer, we realize something. No matter how big the stage is, no matter how dazzling the achievements are, what remains are the moments of human connection. Taylor Swift didn't just revive her own musical eras. She helped millions of people rediscover pieces of their youth, their memories, their emotions, pieces they thought they'd lost in the rush of life. Maybe that's why the final show matters. Not because it's an ending, but because it teaches us to cherish the journey we've walked. When Andrea says it brings her so much joy, we see the unseen people who hold up the light behind the stage. When Travis Kelce appears, gentle, steady, we're reminded that an artist's happiness isn't only in their work, but in the relationships that nurture their soul. And when Taylor closes Vancouver with the longest, most intricate mashup, it's as if she's whispering, "Remember what we created together." So before you leave this video, ask yourself, in your own journey, big or small, what is your Vancouver night? What moment do you want to keep, to retell, to treasure?